They called me a killer because I forced them to support a man who will not live long. Nyesom Wike speaks. In a blunt interview on TVC television, the minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, argues that being an elder statesman should not be defined by age or previous positions held, but by integrity. He highlights on the incident in the last election where he was accused of supporting a candidate who will not live long and who would be a waste of time to support. He defends his action by saying that he was merely trying to encourage support for a better candidate. He said, "What makes them verify statement? Is it because you are 70 years old? Is it because you have held the seat of position before? You can be a governor without integrity. I have no business with you." Take, for example, what happened in our last election. They called me a killer too because I forced them to support a man who will not live long. A man whose life is showing that there is no way wasting the time to supporting him. I was trying to force them to support a better candidate. Okay. Please give Mikael more whiskey. All the atrocities Wike committed during 2022 general election will forever bring destruction to him and his family. Wike explanation continues. No peace for the wicked. He is already looking 75 years when he's yet to clock 60. A wicked man indeed. Alright, what integrity is Wike talking about? He's only the dark dancers in Nigerian politics. He's a man that can only think of himself and himself alone. A man that wants to be forcefully recognized by everyone. A man who always thinks he's superior to everyone. In Nigeria today, so Wike does not know he's a laughing stock, despite his dark alliance with Tinubu and not with APC. He will soon understand himself. 2027 is fast approaching. We will then know where he belongs. I pray his political squad will not fade off like a steam in the air. The man was moving on while we are wasting your time on him. Alright. At the end of it, make we even see where this Wike will land. Make we see him. Because I do believe Wike is not round with. I don't know what would have done. I don't understand. Wike is contradicting himself here. Do you understand? He is contradicting himself. You don't want to come in. Meanwhile, you are coming in already. This is what I used to tell us about. Godfatherism, it breeds enmity. There is nothing you want to tell me because I don't ever think that Wike and Fubara, for anything they for this life, so anything won't bring them together again, may they agree. Do you understand? In all of this, that the people of Rivers State is not pity. Alright. Please give Wike more whiskey that all atrocities Wike committed during the 2023 general election will forever bring destruction to him and his family. I beg, direct them. Direct this thing to him only, or leave your family out of it. Okay, what integrity is Wike talking about? He is one of the dark dancers in Nigerian politics, a man that only thinks of himself and himself alone, a man that wants to be forcefully recognized by everyone, a man who always thinks he's superior to everyone. In Nigeria of today, so Wike does not know he's a laughing stock despite his dark alliance with Tinubu and not with APC. He will soon understand himself. 2027 is fast approaching. Wike will then know where he belongs. I pray his political squad will not fade off like his team in the air. Okay. No, like I said, you know, concern me waiting for Barra they do. Alright. This man talks too much. His words are becoming worthless, and it is because of too much alcohol. If they sweet them, if they vex them, what goes around comes around. 2027, here we come. Whiskey, codeine, marijuana, and Colorado are combined together, and it's all working on Wike. You can deceive the gullible. A man without conscience, driven by selfishness, has no place in democracy. The end of him will be an example to others. If actually, as he said, being a man of integrity, but saying, I know actually that children unborn will judge him for what they have done with the national resources in River State. Exactly. I don't know, he's coming out and he's coming, okay, look at how he started. He started here with, they call me a killer because I forced them to support a man who will not live long. Here, he's talking about waiting. Waiting they talk about for here. Should not be Tinubu. Oh goodness. No be Tinubu they talk about for here. Eh? You come outside, the openly they talk about waiting that they call, say you support Tinubu. Say you actually force people to vote Tinubu. And you talk with your full chest. Doing what he knows best to do. No be so, fake man with no iota of trust and truth. Statesman angle. What is happening in this country these days? Look at Wike using the word integrity. I did tell you, Wike and integrity are far from each other. For everything Wike stands for, he has reigned. Wike is a dancer in the gate of hell. Satan is he's really pushing you or forcing you to enter hell. You think you're in heaven, but you're living in hell. Toh. Must you force them? You should have allowed them to use their conscience and exactly. This self-referring talkative has forgotten that he was constrained to support Tinubu after Atiku rejected making him his running mate. Exactly. Give him some time. What's it called? Give him some time. He will soon show his true color. So Tinubu, with the ineptitude DNA of APC, is a better candidate, better than you or whom. By the way, what you're experiencing today under a better candidate, your support for APC ineptitude was centered on selfishness. You don't need to say no more now. That is exactly what it was centered on. No, so they called you a killer because you have sucked River State treasury dry. It is like we've lost the definition of integrity, because I'm surprised that Wike is talking about integrity. A man whose 2 plus 2 cannot be 4 but 22 is worse than Anini. If Atiku had made you his vice in last election, would you have supported Tinubu? Would you have supported Tinubu? Nigerian politics is a big shame. Look at somebody who is the highest benefactor in today's politics, who should be grateful at all times. He's talking as if without him, there will be no Nigeria. Alright, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.